Today we're going to do some Pilates-based movement from a seated position that is safe for people that have diastasis recti. So sit with your sits bones down and your hands on your shin bones. Take your fist, put it between the knees. That's the distance of the knees from each other. Big toe is pointed forward. Roll the shoulders down and back away from the ears and into the actual shoulder joint. So don't allow them to fold forward. Hold them back, nice and open from the clavicle, and also pretend like you just zipped up a pair of pants that's one size too tight, so from pubic bone to navel it's pulled up and in. Press your hands and your shin bones against each other. That creates this chain through the body that causes the core muscles to work a little bit harder. Breathe in into your lungs. Exhale to keep everything flat and strong and pulled in. Up through the top of your head, down through your tailbone. Body is nice and tall and long. Breathe into the lungs. Exhale to keep everything nice and flat and strong and controlled. Great. Let's take the hands underneath the kneecaps now. Shoulders stay down and back. And just extend and bring it down and bring it back up. So breathe. Exhale on the way down. If your leg cannot get all the way up safely, or if you feel like you're about to topple backward, then do the range of motion that works for you, even if it's just a few inches. I don't want you sitting back and leaning back. I want you upright and opening the clavicle and the chest forward. One more time on this leg, and then the other side. Breathe in, exhale as it comes down. Now, with every repetition, you're refocusing on what the navel is doing, pulling the navel up and in, and zipping up that area from pubic bone to the navel. And breathing into the actual lungs, keeping everything from the core engaged, and the shoulder in the shoulder girdle, pulled back and down, body is upright, and set it down. Okay, from here, let's take the legs out in front of you, same distance between the feet, hands by your hips now, body nice and tall like a letter L, shoulders down and back. Exhale and lift the right leg. This may be very difficult at first. Give yourself some grace and just allow the feeling like, oh, I think I could lift my foot. I just need to gain more strength there. So you see that the thigh and the hip flexor and the transverse abdominis are all very connected, and important that they all work together in order to get this done. Now let's do the other leg. Just make sure that the navel, the abdominal area, is able to pull in and up. When we panic and we're not able to do something, we tend to want to force ourselves into it, which can make us push the core muscles out. That's the opposite of what we want to do. We want to pull them up and in. And I know that this can be difficult at first. Set it down. Good. Okay, and let's do one more. Let's do from a diamond. So the feet are together and the knees are out, nice and easy. And let's take the hands, rest them on the shin bones, okay? But body is up, we're not rolling back. Lift and lower from the one side, pulling everything up. Yes, your arm is helping you. Yes, your leg is helping you. Yes, your hip flexor is helping you, but pull that navel up and in. Exhale and switch sides. So it's a full body movement to get that leg to lift and lower. What I want you to focus on is holding the core muscles up and in for 3, 2, 1, and then I want you to lean forward with a flat back because it feels good. Nice little stretch here. Head is nice and long on the neck, shoulders down, back, and away from the ears. And sit it up and breathe and press your palms together. Shoulders are nice and strong. Bring the hands here to the heart. And then open the chest without flaring the ribs out and forward. So this would be flaring the ribs out and forward. Keep your ribs tucked down underneath. And release and breathe. And down. Thanks for hanging out with me for just a few minutes today to get some seated Pilates work done for people that have diastasis recti. I know it can be challenging. Do a little bit at a time, but the control and holding everything up and in, that's the important part. Just keep that in mind. Let me know if you have any questions or if I can help you with anything.